going on, guys? This is Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing my first LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens 2016 set review on the Battle on Takodana, and the set number for this one is 75139. The recommended ages are 8 through 14, and it has piece count of 409, while the price point is $59.99. So that price point is definitely a little steep for this set, and I'll get into all the reasons just as to why, but it's pretty great that the LEGO group, had these sets already, planned out and ready to go in production, so that right when The Force Awakens came out, 2 weeks later, we get 4 brand new sets, this being one of them. This one, honestly, being the best one, if you ask me, for a couple of reasons that I'll get into again. But yeah, guys, you might notice my voice isn't exactly all there, still trying to get over this little cold I have, so I apologize for that. Try to bear with me here, but let's get started. Okay, so we're just going to skip straight ahead to the minifigure I know you all want to see. The minifigure I was most excited for out of the 4 new Force Awakens sets, and that is Maz Kanata, a really, really awesome minifigure. LEGO just really did a fantastic job on this one. The head, this entire new piece exclusive for Maz Kanata, is just so awesome. It's like getting this minifigure was like getting a Yoda minifigure for the first time. It's just this great headpiece that you just absolutely love, and it works so perfectly on this minifigure. LEGO did such a great job. The detail on it is fantastic, and it is about as accurate as it gets. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it is just like the perfect head for Maz Kanata, and a great representation of the character. And those wrinkles that are engraved into the forehead are just really awesome. At first I thought they were going to be printed, but no, those are actually engraved into the piece, and it is just really, really awesome. And as you probably know if you saw The Force Awakens, I guess very, very minor spoiler here, Maz Kanata does have like these lenses on her eyes that can magnify, basically make her eyes appear bigger, because whatever the use is for them. But yeah, that's definitely what LEGO I think was going for here, because her eyes are definitely pretty significant in comparison to other minifigures. So if I ever find the time to make an upgraded version of this minifigure, I definitely think I'll go the other route and size down the eyes a bit. But it's still cool that LEGO incorporated that onto the actual minifigure. And also the printing on this piece is amazing. To my knowledge, all of that gray and green that you see on the back and the silver, it's all printed. I mean, it's just like, it starts out as one base color of the tan color that LEGO used for the skin tone. You can see LEGO started out with that, and then all of this appears to be 100% printed, which is just really, really impressive, and that's just fantastic looking. And the torso is also really nice. It's just the problem with the torso, and even though the design is absolutely awesome, and the same can be said for the back as well, and the continuation of that design, it's perfect. It's printed onto a little bit too bright of a blue for me. I'm not totally sure this was the right way to go. I feel like a sand blue color was definitely in order for this minifigure, and not this really, really bright blue. So that's definitely something I would also fix should I ever find the time to make an upgraded version of the character. But regardless, just for the head alone, this minifigure is fantastic, and definitely the number one reason to be excited for this set when picking it up. And then of course she has the dark red shorter legs. So Maz Kanata, fantastic minifigure. Okay, so we're just going to kind of blow through the rest of these minifigures, because you've probably already seen them all by now, and there really is no difference with them aside from Kylo Ren's new head, which I'll get to in a second, and Finn having the new lightsaber. And man, after making the upgraded version of Finn and everything I did on the custom minifigure version of him, I was just like, I pulled this figure out, and it just kind of hit me again how simplistic the original Finn minifigure is. It's still fantastic, especially for LEGO standard, and the design is great. The likeness to John Boyega on both sides of the face is fantastic. I'll go ahead and remove this new hairpiece, which was made for the character, so you can see the alternative facial expression right there. So there's that returning on this minifigure, of course, and the same exact torso, same exact design on the back of the torso, and then he has a lightsaber this time around, so that's definitely pretty awesome, obviously, to represent Anakin's lightsaber that he does wield in the movie. So yeah, that's really it though. Finn is not new, he just has a lightsaber. Okay, so next up, Kylo Ren, definitely the second most exciting part of this set, simply because, by the way, the minifigure is exactly the same as you remember him in the Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Same torso, same legs, same design on the back of the torso, same cape, same crossguard lightsaber. It's all there again. But then the head, yeah, so the head is an entirely new addition to the character. And also, before I do discuss the head any further, I should mention that LEGO did include the giant ass helmet that no one likes on this minifigure as well. So it's definitely not great to see that returning. I honestly would have preferred if they just included the printed head again and just completely forgot about this, because it's not good. But that is in the set regardless, and the printed wanted head, sadly, is not for whatever reason. And yeah, so the head. Okay, the head is awesome for the most part. It's just what really kind of throw me off. I really like the eyes, and I like the little, you know, the little mold they included, you know, as part of, you know, the actual one that Adam Driver has on his face. But the problem is the eyebrows and the mouth. The eyebrows are not really shaped correctly, and the mouth is just really simplistic and honestly just not really, I don't think, shaped correctly either. And coming from someone who paints faces on a regular basis for all kinds of custom minifigures, I feel like I would know, and that was the first thing I looked at when I pulled this head out of the box, out of the bag, and I was like, yeah, the eyebrows and the mouth are definitely not quite right, but it's still okay. And honestly, that's just me. That's me, the minifigure customizer who paints faces all the time. I think you'll probably love it, and that's totally cool. So yeah, that's just me. And if we go ahead and turn the face around, though, this I actually did really like, because you can see the eyebrows are pretty much shaped in a little bit, you know, a little bit better of a way there. And also there's a little bit more markings like right above the eyebrows, and you have this really nice aggressive facial expression that looks exactly like it was taken straight out of the third act of the movie. And also the mouth is my only problem with this side of the face, because I feel like that black mark in the teeth is just a little too big, and because of that it makes the teeth look a little awkward. And I'm sure you're probably like completely cringing out of how nitpicky that must be, but again, that's coming from someone like me who paints minifigures faces on a regular basis, so it can definitely make a big impact on the overall look of the minifigure, just a small little thickness to a line like that. So yeah, aside from that though, the head for the most part I think is definitely a really great attempt, and it works. So yeah, there's your new Kylo Ren head. Oh, and also black Dastan hair, which is kind of expected from the LEGO group. That's what the hairpiece I think we were all going to use should we have ever made a you know, an unhelmeted version of Kylo Ren. So yeah, there you go. And finally included in this set as well, we have the best character to come out of The Force Awakens, apparently, according to the internet, TR-8R, as people are referring to him as, you know, TR-8R traitor, you get it, haha. Anyway, yeah, so this is basically just your regular First Order Stormtrooper minifigure, same, you know, a great, fantastic set of printing, and the same, you know, really amazing helmet with the great set of printing on it as well. It's exactly as you remember, and also you do get two First Order Stormtrooper minifigures in this set, and the second one is a little bit faded for some reason, but still, yeah, you do get two of them, and there is a blaster for each, so not just for him, but also you do get one for TR-8R here. So yeah, but the actual staff itself, I forget what these are actually called, but the, you know, the actual staff itself that he uses in the movie is okay. It's definitely a nice attempt on the LEGO group's part. It's really not that close at all, especially in terms of its shape. It's really not there, but I mean, it works, especially for a brick built one, and I'm definitely not complaining. I really can't see them doing anything else for a brick built version. I think it definitely works. So it's a really great little piece to have with the minifigure, and definitely makes him, you know, really recognizable as that iconic Stormtrooper to come out of the movie. So yeah, aside from that, that's really it for all the minifigures included with the battle on Takodana, and now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the actual set itself. Okay, so if it wasn't already obvious, this set really at its core is a play set. I mean, it's got the hinges so that you can adjust it and position it in whatever way you want in the center there, and you have a bunch of different playability features. This is pretty much just like the entrance to Maz Kanata's castle. I mean, if you look at it, you can kind of picture like someone else building a mock around this whole thing and actually making the entire entrance, because obviously this is only a small chunk of it, and I'm really glad that LEGO actually was able to retain a lot of accuracy and a lot of, you know, overall scale of the entrance, rather than it being scaled down or anything like that, because this is actually pretty good. And like I said, if you were to build a mock around this thing, it would actually work really well. So yeah, just something I wanted to point out before starting on this whole thing. But I guess where to start is the question. We can go ahead and start off with the fact that it has only two stickers. You have one for like a little control panel piece over on this slope here, this dark tan slope, and then you have another one right above, or right behind this, like this cloth piece, which has a really great print on it, by the way. But yeah, so the sticker is right there behind that, and that's pretty nice for some added detail. But yeah, so this cloth piece is like fantastic. It's got like a very, you know, like a torn up you know, bottom to it. It's got a lot of really nice detail on it. That design is just really fantastic looking, and that's just such a great thing to have. And so I'm really glad they included that with this set. It would have been awesome if they actually included like the flags that were above the entrance, like the Mandalorian symbol and like the symbol for Hondo Ohnaka's gang and all that stuff. It would have been really cool, but you know, it's still a really great set overall. And also, so I guess we'll start off with this playability feature, which I don't fully understand, but you can see if you have this little tab right here on the back of the build, and then you go ahead and you push it, and then all these black studs just come flying. I'll go ahead and remove this actually so you can see it, this pillar here. It'll come off. There we go. So yeah, well, you go ahead and you push on this tab back here, and then all these black studs come flying out, and I don't know what that's meant to represent. I'm guessing that it's just, you know, supposed to represent like some debris, because I don't remember, like, you know, Maz Kanata or Finn or anyone like tossing like coal or whatever, you know, material this might be at you know, the First Order. So I'm guessing that it's probably just meant to be debris and nothing more, or maybe you guys do know. You can let me know down in the comments. But yeah, so speaking of these pillars, by the way, they're very easily removable. I mean, they're only attached by a 1x2 set of studs, so I mean, they are, you know, very easily removable, and you can just knock them over. And I'm not sure if that's good or a bad thing, because it's like when transporting this set, these are going to have to be removed, but it's definitely great for playability. So yeah, then we go shift our focus over here, by the way, and you can see that we do have a tree which is on a couple of hinges, and there's a whole mechanism on the back like that works this whole thing. And the way all of this works is, you can see you've got a little Technic piece right here for the tree, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take one of the First Order Stormtroopers, so I guess we'll go ahead and take TR-8R, and then you're supposed to just like collapse the tree on top of him, and you kill the Stormtrooper. So yeah, he did not see that coming. It was just like Chewie's bowcaster. But anyway, that's a little bit of a spoiler, isn't it? Sorry about that. I'm sure you saw The Force Awakens though. Anyway, so you've got a couple of collapsible bricks here, a couple of collapsible like barriers, I guess, or, you know, just parts of the castle. And the way this works is you have a little wheel here, and you turn it to the left, and this side collapses. You turn it to the right, and this side collapses. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to do that. And again, you can pretty much see the Technic mechanism and how it works in the back there. But yeah, so you go ahead, turn it to the left, or I guess, yeah, the left, and then it kind of collapses. Okay, let's try that again. I'll do it a little bit more with a little bit more force. And that time I did it to the right. So if we do it to the left, you get the idea. They collapse, and it's effective for the most part, and it does work. So I mean, yeah, that's definitely pretty nice. It can definitely work to you know, for playability, and that's pretty cool, man. But then on the back here, you can see we've got a couple of sliding doors, and these are definitely really nice because they're locked in. They won't fall out, because while I was building this thing, they were like falling off the treads on the bottom, and then you put this top one on, and they're completely secured in. And by using just like a couple studs you can use to like adjust them back and forth, the doors do open and close very nicely. So yeah, pretty cool though. And aside from that, you know, you have a really nice, great set of these brick pieces that have, you know, the 1x2 bricks that have like the engraved brick texture in them. You have a lot of nice arches and a lot of really cool, you know, work with sloping toward the entrance. So I mean, it's overall it's not just a really nice playset, but it's a good build. And like I said, you could build a whole mock around this thing if you wanted to incorporate this set into whatever mock that would be that you would build one day. But yeah, so this set, would I recommend it for freaking $60? Yeah. It's just, I feel like it should be $10 less at 50, if not 40. It's just because, you know, if Rey were included with this set, or Han Solo, two characters that were present during this scene, I feel like it would feel a little bit more complete. And I don't know, it's just, it's definitely, you know, while it's hard to say that this set feels empty, because it doesn't, because you get this fantastic Maz Kanata figure and this really awesome Kylo Ren head, Finn, you know, the two First Order Stormtroopers. You definitely do get a good share of minifigures. So I don't know if another minifigure would have been necessary, maybe another small build or just something. It's just, it does feel a little short of that $60 price point, so it's totally up to you if you're willing to stretch the extra $10 that it just really is not there. So yeah, guys, aside from that, though, that's really it for the battle on Takodana, LEGO's little mini representation of one of the film's biggest sequences. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the box, instruction manual, and the extra pieces, and we'll wrap up this video. Actually, real quick, before I do any of that, I am forgetting one playability feature, and that is this one right here. And you can see there's a little crate inside the wall, and that's why I kind of forgot about it. It's a little bit hidden when you close the thing together. So anyway, there's this little knob, this little rotating knob right here, and the way this works is pretty much the crate just comes falling out if you turn it to the left, and this is by use of like a very, very basic Technic mechanism that you can see in there. And inside the crate is Anakin's lightsaber, so that's pretty much what this is supposed to imply, and this is actually taken from the film. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely not the greatest portrayal of the scene, but still really, really nice. And again, I just really hope you actually saw The Force Awakens if you're watching this review. But anyway, yeah, so now we'll go ahead and take a look at the box, instruction manual, extra pieces, and all the things, so we can go ahead and finish up this video. So the box for the battle on Takodana is definitely a reasonable size, and you can see that it has a really nice graphic supposed to, represent the entrance of Maz Kanata's castle and all that stuff going on the front there. And then on the top we have Maz Kanata herself sporting the actual size reference along with the rest of the minifigures included with the set. And then on the back we have pretty much all the playability features that I just went over, the accessories included with the set, Kylo Ren standing in front of Maz Kanata's castle entrance, which did not happen in the movie, and then a small blueprint graphic up here as well, as we've seen with the rest of the Force Awakens set. So yeah, nothing more really than what you'd expect. The instruction manual for a build of this scale is actually a fairly decent size. In total, it's a 70-page build, so definitely pretty lengthy for a set of, for a little small play set. But regardless, you can see that number there in the bottom left corner. And then, surprisingly enough, there is no advertisement for their other four, the other four Force Awakens sets included with this new wave. And you can see we do have all the playability features that I just went over that were already on the box as well. And then on the back here, you can see we have an advertisement for Lego.com/Star Wars and whatever this new Force Builder app is. I don't really care, and then that's really it though. So yeah, the extra pieces aren't all that exciting as you can see, but they are included. We do get, an extra blaster and a couple of lightsaber hilts, so that's nice. One for Finn, one for Kylo Ren, and the rest are just a couple of connectors and studs. Nothing really too exciting on a white telescope piece. So yeah, that's it though, and we're gonna go ahead and finally conclude this video. Traitor!
Give me that!
Shit!
Alright guys, that pretty much does it for my review of the battle on Takodana. Definitely the best set out of the 4 new Force Awakens sets, if you ask me, simply just for Maz Kanata, the new Kylo Ren head, TR-8R, and, Finn alone, and him being more easily accessible rather than just in the largest set, that being the Falcon. So, yeah, this set is definitely worth picking up. For this $68 price point, though, that's up to you, because like I've said it personally, I would put this at $50, not $60, so yeah. But if you enjoyed the review though, or maybe found it informative, or if this helped you in deciding if you want to pick up this set, definitely let me know by dropping this video a like below and or your opinion on the set, or any opinions you might have based on what I said down in the comments, because it's all welcomed and very much appreciated, guys, and it definitely goes a long way. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. By the way, links to all 3 of those are always down in the description below, and there I'm going to be posting all kinds of really cool stuff soon that you won't see over here for a while, and stuff like that being Zoom from The Flash, and I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for Deadpool and Batman vs. Superman. I already started on those minifigures, and a bunch of other cool stuff that I'm doing for 2016, and also some Legends of Tomorrow stuff that I'll be doing in the near future too. So a lot of cool stuff you'll see over there before you'll see it over here. So yeah, in the meantime though, I'm gonna keep reviewing these sets, and I will catch you guys later. Alright, bye! Still can't do it. My voice is not cooperating. God. Coming out, all the new 4 ones. Ross, you need to work on your words.
TR-8R fought the traitor.
Stop with the damn traitor jokes! Internet piece count of 800, and that's not right. It's I was not even close. Do you have any idea who crafted that lightsaber? Who it belonged to? How many wars it's been in? That lady in there told me Luke had it. Enjoyed this one. Maybe found yourself, informed or what have you that this is not a showcase. Maz Kanata is storing. This is a spoiler. I should probably not